8 tips to find job in the UAE. Good evening, sessionistas and photogs, and welcome to Photogs Life. My name is Chris Calumbiran, and I'm the chief photographer and founder of Chris Calumbiran FZE. Please visit our social media pages, links down below. The purpose of this podcast is for both of us to learn about entrepreneurship and about our careers. You can listen on this at any time you would like, especially during your found time. During your found time, you might be working on a mundane task that is very important for you, and we will help you finish that by inspiring you and giving you lessons, valuable lessons for your career and for your daily lives. So, if you like this vlog, hit that like button and subscribe to our page. And please don't forget to share this to your loved ones and your friends. So, let's get back to the topic. Cheers. This is 8 career tips to find job in the UAE. It was published very recently, March 18, 2019. This is actually from Gulf News, believe it or not. It's been a long time since I opened up a Gulf News. I hold Gulf News with me for, whenever I look for work. And now, I'm getting some topics from them, and it's really nice. The writer is Dona Cherian. She is the web news editor of Gulf News, which is, a really good tip that she concocted. It's awesome. Number 1, get your branding sorted. Oh my God. Can you believe that we have a personal brand? I mean, just hearing personal brand, you, my friend, is a personal brand. You should have or keep your things on straight. You should have the personal brand starts from your personality. Personality itself, I mean, on the physical, it should be like how you look, how you dress up, which events do you go to, what kind of postings do you make in social media. Because of the social media, definitely you are branding yourself, you are building your brand. What kind of people you spend your time with, this is also branding. It's kind of like, tell me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are, kind of thing. But obviously personal brand is very important for your career, definitely, because you would be judged for this type, especially when it comes to employers. With the employers, they always look for who are you. Who are you? The reference, the very quick reference would be social media. Those postings, and also publications that you are on, what type of articles you are involved in the publication, those type of things. So get your branding sorted. It's very important, definitely. Thank you. Registering on job sites. Yes, this is one big one, because most of us, what we do is we do walk-ins, and walk-ins can be annoying to some people. I mean, some receptionists or some businesses. The best way to get in and being sure that you're getting in a big company is to registering on their job sites, because job sites, it's a very complicated it's kind of a complicated system to maintain, and companies that can maintain those type of websites are big companies. I'm a web designer myself, that's why I know. So if the company has a job site, if the company has a large database of job sites, definitely register on one of them, because you never know. It's very important to have your information sorted out, and having to look at the job sites, what they usually ask. These are the information that you can put on your resume. This type of questioning, because these are the relevant questions or the relevant information that they would like to get from you. Get active on LinkedIn. Number 3, get active on LinkedIn. It's very important because LinkedIn is like the Facebook of corporate. You know, you can see whoever it is that are being active in their careers or being it's a kind of like a measurement for you. So if you have a LinkedIn page, if you're keeping your LinkedIn page, there is a very large chance that your employee or if your employer would look at that page and see what your activities are. Yeah, I should be doing that, to be honest. Company websites, yes. The company websites, you have to look at the company websites and also gather information from there, because the company websites can also tell you what kind of company they are, what the mission or vision they have, the company culture. Yes, to know what the story of the company, so that when you get interviewed, you would know what's the story of the company. So it's kind of like very important to have that. Create your contact list. It's very important to have a network, a vast network of it's kind of like, it's also like quantity over quality, quality over quantity. Yeah, quality over quantity. I mean, you can have 5,000 friends on Facebook, but are they all useful for you? Some of them just envy you and becomes like frenemies. But if you have a solid 100 contact lists of people who are resource people that you have, that you can get information from, or get contacts from, or get resources from, I would go for quantity over I will go for quality over quantity, definitely, anytime. Start punching in the numbers. Wow, this is difficult. Cold calling. Try cold calling. I mean, the reason why it's on the number 6, because this is sometimes very tedious to do. But doing, especially here, in my business, I don't do cold calling because, again, like walk-ins, it's annoying for a person who picks up the phone and see, and get, you would definitely feel like you're the person who is in the other line, will feel that you're a sales agent, that offering them something that they don't need, that right now at the moment in time, and you're selling yourself short. But having that eagerness, like having that psychology of not being affected with rejection when cold calling, is a great gift. That's why when you start punching in the numbers and trying to call the one by one the companies that you have on your list, it would be nice. And if you find, like, from your 10, if you find 2 good leads that might start your career, it's worth it. That's what I think. That's what they think. But yeah, it's a personal thing. So if you have the courage to do cold calling, why not, right? Don't waste your time. Yeah, don't waste your time. But also, for me, don't waste your time and allow yourself to be bored. Those two. Don't waste your time, meaning to say, if you have a lean time, like us entrepreneurs, we have lean times. Lean times meaning there's less job in the market. So don't waste your time, meaning to say, be creative. Be creative during that lean time. Be creative during that job searching time, or if you're waiting for that phone call. Don't waste your time partying. Well, you can do party, especially with special people that you love, or just to chill out. I would go for parties when I would put that in my life if I'm celebrating, not if I'm depressed, because that will be a double whammy. Try to spend your time reading and trying to digest all a very, like this podcast. Make yourself very entertained in a sense that you are learning something that you can use for your daily life and for your career, definitely. And number 8, lastly, don't lose hope. This is what I'm saying. Allow yourself to be bored. Because when the time comes that there's nothing else to do but to just, stare at the wall, it happens to me sometimes. Be thankful for what you have. You have your life, you have your health, you have your loved ones, you have your friends, you have whatever, you have you have shelter, and try to list, because most of the time when we start losing hope, this is the time when we become very overloaded in our thinking, in our thoughts. Try to put on a journal. Try to start writing journals. Because writing journals, or you call it unloading or offloading in your thoughts, offloading your thoughts. Writing is a very important tool, or a very vital tool for us thinkers, because we don't want to have a lot of thoughts in our mind, especially when we are either working on something or trying to be positive in something. If we brain dump our thoughts in a book or in a journal, that's why I always have my journal next to me. I have a lot of notebooks, I have a lot of notes with me, and I put them all in one. Things that I am thankful for, things that I would love to have, things that I am, wanting to have but saying thank you for it already. Writing thank you notes for the people who I would like to work with in the future, those things. And the heart that we have, is precious. Keeping positivity and trying to welcome and accept negativities at the same time, and putting it all in a notebook, will free our mind, will free our heart from the burden that we have during this tough time of looking for work. So there you have it. Thank you very much. I am already 15 minutes almost in this podcast. So I hope I could help you with in any chance I can in this recording. And please, if you find this podcast interesting, if you find this podcast something to learn with, enjoy and share it with your loved ones and your friends. And hit that subscribe button and hit the like button at the same time. Thank you very much. This is Chris Calumbiran. I am the chief photographer and founder of Chris Calumbiran FZE. Please visit and follow our socials, definitely. And thank you very much for listening. Cheers.